Hello everyone, welcome back. So here I am with yet another video on Leetcode problems. This time it is a weekly problem. So today I have attended a weekly challenge and I was able to solve 3 out of 4 problems in the given time frame of 90 minutes. So this is one of those problems. So without any delay, let's dive in. So the problem here is splitting two strings such that they make a palindrome string. So before we jump in, let's see what is a palindrome for those of you who are having doubts about it. So let's say you have a string s and the string length is n. So when you have to say that string s is a palindrome, that means you should have you should be able to read s from both directions and end up with the same string. So what do I mean by that? So let's say you have characters from 1 to n positions in the string s. So your first character, that is the character in the position 1, should match the character in the last position, nth position. Same way the second character should match the n minus 1th character. Same way the third character should match with the n minus 2 character at the n minus 2 position. So and so on. So if you take a let's say you have even number of characters in the string, that means the first half of the string should be a mirror of the second half of the string. And if you have odd number of characters in the string, so you should have a mirror image on either side of the middle character. Okay, so having said the definition for palindrome, so let's look at the problem that what we need to do here. So you will be given two strings a and b, and you can split the two strings at any given index, but you need to split both the strings at the same index. Let's say you are splitting string a at position n. So when you split the string a at position n, you have a prefix and a suffix, and you need to split the string b also at the same position n. So you will end up with b prefix and b suffix. Now there are rules such that you can combine you can make combinations of these strings. So the rules are that you can make a string by combining a prefix and b suffix, or you can combine b prefix with a suffix in that particular order, and you can make these two combinations and check if any of those combinations is a palindrome. If it is a palindrome, you return true, else you return false. So having said the definition, so the straightforward approach that we can think of is just take string a and string b, start from first character in the string a, append the first character from string a to beginning of string b. I may replace the first character in the string b and check if string b, the newly formed string b, is a palindrome or not. So same way we can check first two characters in string a and append it to string b and check, or take three characters in string a and so on. So this is a pretty straightforward, but when we look at the constraints, so the string size can be from 1 to 10 power 5. So that means if you follow this approach, you end up with a timeout, because that probably will be O of n square approach. So we can't afford to do that. So what shall we do now? So let's check it out an example. So for a better, how we can do in a better way. So let me give you a detailed example. So let's say we have two strings a and b. So let's say the first case that we need to take care is if a or b, one of them is a palindrome. That means we can have a palindrome because we can split string a such that we can have a substring of complete string of a as one substring, the other one substring as an empty string. The same way we split b into b and a empty string. So when you combine a with empty substring of b, you get again a. So if a is a palindrome, that means you can return true, or b can be a palindrome, so then also you can return true. So that is the base case. Then you start with comparing a and b such a way that, let's say we have a prefix of a which is xyz, then you can compare with the suffix of b. Let's say if it is zyx, that means they both are matching. So when you have a prefix of a and suffix of b matching, then what you need to do is you will end up with substring of a, so which you need to make sure that that is a palindrome. So when you have substring of a which is a palindrome, so when you append xyz and zyx to that, so the total string will be a palindrome. So there are two options here. Either you can split a at the end of xyz, or you can split at the end of substring a. So there are two options here. So both the so you can append xyz to b, xyz of prefix of a, xyz to b, or you can append suffix of b which is zyx to uh, a of xyz plus substring of a. So both the cases you can check for a palindrome. Similarly, we need to check the other way around. So adding substrings from b to a and checking whether it is a newly formed string is a palindrome or not. So let's say we have a prefix of abc in the string b, then we have suffix of cba in string a. So when they both are matching, then you need to check whether substring of b is a palindrome or not. So here again you have two options. Either you append prefix of b which is abc to substring of a plus suffix of a which is cba, or you take prefix of b abc plus substring of b and append suffix of a which is cba, and then check if it is a palindrome. So basically you will have four choices here. So these are the four choices. So prefix of a plus substring of a appended to suffix of b, that is one case. The second case is prefix of a appended to substring of b along with suffix of b. The other two options here are prefix of b appended to substring of a and suffix of a, and the last one is prefix of b appended to substring of b along with suffix of a. So these are the four cases that we need to take care. So these are like a linear time. We just have to process the strings in a linear time, so we will be able to make large test cases without any timeout. So let's jump in and check the code. So here is the code that I wrote in the morning. So I wrote a utility function to check if a given string from the start position and end position is a palindrome or not. So let's say we have string s, we have start and end positions. So when we start from start position and we go on till end position, check if the characters at those two positions are equal or not. So at any position, if those two characters are not equal, you return false. Else when you complete the processing of the string with start and end positions, so you finally have a palindrome, so you return true. So this is the utility function that we are going to use. So now first of all we need to check whether the given strings by themselves are palindromes or not. So first I am checking whether string a from position 0 to length -1 is palindrome or not. Then if it is palindrome, you return true. Then you check the second string b whether it is a palindrome or not from position 0 to length -1. So if they both are not palindrome, then we need to check both strings together. So now we start from position 0 of string a, and then we start from end position of string b. Then we check characters from both the ends. So at any point we continue till we get a match, and if there is a mismatch, then we break there. That means we have prefix of a and suffix of b. Now we need to check the middle string of either b or a. So let's say end position is -1. That means we have reached till the beginning of b. So we have a match from beginning of a till end of a to the string from the complete string of a is matching with complete string of b. That's why that's when we will be having n equal to -1. So that means we return true. So then we check whether the substring of b from in the diagram that I represented as substring of b. So from position I till end, whether it is palindrome or not. If it is palindrome, we return true. Else we check substring of a. So position from I till end. If it is palindrome, then again we return true. So this is the first two cases that I was talking about in the diagram. So next we check the other two cases by matching string b with string a. So we start from 0 position of string B, then last position of string A. We continue till we get a match. So whenever there is a mismatch, we break. So again, if we get n equal to -1, that means we checked complete string and there is a complete match. So we can return true. Then now again we need to check substring of A and substring of B separately. If any one of them is a palindrome, that means we have a palindrome by breaking the strings into substrings and combining them. Else we finally return false because there is no substring matching, which results in a palindrome. So that's all for the code perspective. Let's execute and see. Yeah, so it works fine for the sample test case. Let me submit and show you the runtime. Okay, so here it is. So the runtime is 84 milliseconds execution time. So it's acceptable and it passes all the test cases. That's it from my side. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe and provide your feedback. See you soon. Thank you.